Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Worldwide Crypto, and I am your host, Dragon Rider. And today I have with me, man, very special guest, Crypto Atlas, baby. What's going on, man?
Hello, everyone. So glad to be here.
Man, this is awesome, man. So he's got his project. Well, I'll let you go ahead and say. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what your project's about.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Crypto Atlas. This is the alias that I go by. I am a crypto YouTuber, NFT artist, and what I've come up with is an NFT line. So instead of me just selling independent pieces, which I have done before, I've now got an entire new line that's getting ready to come out. There's an airplane. Hold on. Oh my God, that was so loud. Of course, as soon as we get this started, the plane is like, I want to be in the video.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So yeah, we do have an NFT series. This is actually a really cool project, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but I think this is really cool because what I've done is over the last 7-8 months, I said, what is going on in the NFT market space and what can we do better? And the common problem that we see with NFTs is that it's a digital art. And when people look at this, they say, well, I can just right click the image and I can save it, right? So what's the value of me actually buying this thing? I looked at that and I said, because of the fact that we're dealing with code, which is essentially crypto is more or less software, we can layer things on behind that. And then I thought about my channel. As an influencer, I've networked, I've talked with different crypto developers, various projects. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? What if the NFT could act as a middleman, as a way to communicate between the various projects? Essentially, to convey that big message that I've been having and a lot of other developers have been having, which is Unite DeFi, to help bring us together, to bring the communities, to bring the projects, the protocols, the tokenomics, to find a way, to find a way to have them be able to speak with one another. But at the same time, what if we could make it very profitable, very desirable for the NFT holder themselves? So by holding these NFTs, by purchasing them, you're receiving passive income. And we have that due to the various partnerships with the project itself.
Man, that's absolutely, man. A big part of this is it's a charity project, right?
We do support, or we are going to be supporting 2 different charities. One is One Tree Planted. The other one is Charity Water. So from minting and through regular trading, we will continue to have those shows of support through both of those phases for them. So it's 1% goes to One Tree Planted, which helps plant trees. 1% goes to Charity Water, which helps give clean drinking water. And what's actually really cool, I spoke with a representative from Charity Water. We were breaking down some of the math behind this, right? So for every 8 NFTs that are minted, that's the equivalent of value that would go to show support for Charity Water to helping get 1 new person clean drinking water. Just to kind of put it into perspective. So we're going to have 10,000 NFTs for the course run of this. But just from that charitable aspect, imagine that. Every time we get 8 NFTs minted, boom, the amount of money they would be helping out for Charity Water, 1 new person out there has clean drinking water based on that ratio.
That's amazing.
And then if we hit $10,000, that's enough for them to actually install a project. So at that point in time, it would create an opportunity where the community that we build internally with this NFT project, we can have a list of what locations that they have available that they work with. They do things in seasons, right? They told me this. They quarterly, they have certain jurisdictions and areas, and they have certain funds that they've already gathered up. Now they have to spend those by the end of the quarter, that kind of thing. So moving into that next quarter, we would look at it and say, all right, we got $10,000. These are the places that we could have a project be installed in. And we can ask the community, where do you guys want that to be installed? So not only do people contribute to that just by simply buying the NFT, that's a byproduct. You receive the NFT, but part of your purchase goes towards that. But at the same time, you now also have a voice from that decision to say, hey, yeah, go ahead and put it in this location. You know, to have that kind of level of impact, to know that something so fundamental that we need is a necessity to survive, water, right? You need food, you need water, and you need shelter. These are the three main pillars of supporting life as humans. Everything else just kind of adds layers upon that. So the fact that we can make sure that people are able to get clean drinking water to help them live, you could be potentially saving people's lives through this. I think that's incredible. And the second thing is too, that, you know, go talk with the CPA on this. I've talked with someone before. This is what I've been told. But again, always double check your resources on this. But the fact that you buy the NFT and a percentage goes to the charities, you could write that off on your taxes. It's a charitable form of donation. That 2% that comes out of the actual purchase that goes, that's something that would look very highly that you could actually write that off.
Hey, from my perspective, man, that's awesome. I like that. I like saying, hey, when someone says write off, woo.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, we got a lot of stuff that goes into this project. And what's great is that it's not like Inception when I came up with this idea that all of this was already there. Yeah. It's something that, because of the fact that I've had conversations privately, close friends of mine that are fellow influencers in the crypto space, just sort of brainstorming the idea. Hey, what do you think of this? Do you like this? I would come up with a lot of ideas. I'm a very creative idea person. This is something that I feel very confident being able to say, right? I know that I'm creative, not just from an artist perspective, but just from the way that I can assemble things together. So that's something that I bring to the table. But the fact that I communicate these ideas with other people have additional ideas. And so even through some of the brainstorming, there's been instances during the course of the development with this where I'll tell them my idea, they'll say something new, and then just the fact that they said something new triggered me to also think of something new. So then, you know, sometimes I might go with the idea that they suggested, but just the fact that someone else said something now created something else that I still ended up coming up with at the end. So it's a nice collective effort, talking with developers, talking with fellow influencers. And the ultimate goal here is to make the project as desirable, as beneficial as possible. If you buy this NFT, what kind of backing do you have from a security standpoint? What kind of reassurances do you have that if this NFT project launches, for example, and not enough people come in saying that they want to buy it? I mean, yeah, the NFT market is a multi-billion-dollar industry space. But I think a lot of people look at this and they say, well, if I buy this NFT, which is $500, for a lot of people out there, they're like, I don't really have $500 to spare, right? So how can we reassure them that this is a good investment? So the series of things that we've compiled in here should hopefully convey that to people. And that's one of the forms, which is the passive income. So because of the partnerships that we have, which are official crypto partnerships, we have 3 different projects so far. These are announced so far. I really want to stress that. I've had many conversations with a lot of different projects before I even publicly announced this. And I've gotten expressed interest from a handful of different projects. So I look to expand that out to increase the number of utilities that our project provides. But so far, we have 3 official partners, which are Glow V2, Reflex Finance, and MetaBUSD Coin. There's a 4th token that we're supporting on our own accord. They are not a partner. This was a decision internally that I largely was backing the idea of, because as an influencer, I've covered SafeMoon a lot on my channel before. It's got a big community. It has a lot of potential moving forward. How can I do my part to contribute to that? And so I said, you know what, during the minting, let's go ahead and allocate a percentage. But get this, when you buy these NFTs, approximately 55% of your purchase goes through the smart contract. It buys these 4 tokens. You know where they go? They go back to you, the buyer.
Nice.
So you're receiving that back. So essentially, that's your way to opt into the overall system, the ecosystem, right? We call this eco warriors. Yeah. So it's an ecosystem. It's an economy, because you're dealing with both elements of nature when you look at the art. That's my art style I like to use quite frequently, which is playing with elements of nature to make it look like other things, right? And then the economy is the fact that we're dealing with, what? We're dealing with cryptocurrency. Having multiple projects be brought together is a way where we can leverage. I love that word so much, right? We can leverage the tokenomics, the code, the software that these crypto companies have developed and be able to leverage the byproduct without damaging the project.
Yeah.
And, how do we do that? Well, look at it this way. If you have a project that's a self-reflection token, if you wanted to do something with that token, more than likely, what you're going to have to do is what? You're going to have to sell it. When you sell it, that would cause selling pressure on the market, and it would cause that price to go down. So the projects that I have, Glow Token, MetaBUSD Coin, Reflex Finance, all three of those have a similar tokenomics, which is BUSD.
Yeah.
This project is on the Binance Smart Chain. So we're talking about stable coin here. Now, if they produce stable coin, you do anything with that stable coin, you're not going to make the price of those projects go down. If anything, you have potential to make it go up, right? And then at the same time, that reassurance I was talking about for you. Now, when you buy the NFT and you get 55% back, that's creating trading volume. That trading volume is necessary for these BUSD earnings. That's how the tokenomics works, right? A percentage of every trade, meaning buying and selling, which is also another element that's really important here in this project. I put a lot of thought into this. When you buy or you sell, that creates trading volume. Purchases and sells has that percentages that goes to the BUSD. Now, if you own these tokens, that means you're now earning in your wallet passively BUSD. But guess what? When you purchase the NFT, the fact that it handles these transactions and it's essentially giving you a diverse portfolio of these tokens, you're creating ample opportunity where you're leveraging the fact that because the BUSD earnings is reliant upon trading volume of the token, and the token is inclusive of the purchase of the NFTs, buying the NFTs increases trading volume at the same time. You receive a tradable asset. At the end of the day, you can still sell the NFT as an art. There's different rarities. People have that desirability of it. That's what we've commonly seen, right? And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry just from an art perspective. But if you want reassurance, because you don't know if other people are going to like this art, you don't know if people are going to be using the marketplace, any of that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, what do you still have? You have multiple crypto projects. What if one of the crypto projects was to fail? Something could happen, right? Look at Terra Luna. How many people looked at that, a top 10 cryptocurrency? Didn't really see this coming. It blindsided a lot of people. There were people that had millions of dollars in that project. If they knew that that was coming and they lost millions of dollars, well, then they're an idiot, right? But a lot of people didn't see that coming. So not only do you have an NFT project that's associated with multiple crypto communities, so that if in the instance, just, the worst case scenario, if one of them was to fall, you still have that association with the other projects. So it has a stronger foundation to be built upon. But at the same time, let's look at it from a marketing standpoint, right? You're not talking about this benefiting one crypto project's community. It's benefiting multiple crypto project community. And what's the saying? When two or more people come together on a common cause, anything is possible. So I look at it in that sense. I say, what if we can add value and we remove as much as possible the risks? So what are the risks here? There's very few. It's not to say that there are no risks. It would be improper of me to say that when anyone goes to make an investment, that there is absolutely no risk with this thing, right? Anytime you're transferring your money out of your hands into some other place, there's always going to be degrees of risk. But I'm looking to try and reduce everything down as much as possible. I know I'm talking a lot. I do apologize if I'm
No, you're fine, man. Yeah, keep it going, man.
Okay,
dude, you're dropping a lot of information.
I got more. So the next thing is that we have a rewards wallet. So because of these partnerships, we have a couple things going on. So two of the partners, what they're actually doing is they are setting up right off the bat tokens. Again, these are official partnerships. They are the ones that are providing those tokens. So Glow V2, they're allocating 1 trillion of their tokens from their supply that will go into the rewards wallet. Then you have Reflex Finance. They're providing 500 billion of their tokens that goes towards the rewards wallet. Now, just to put it into perspective for everybody, the amount of tokens for those two projects that are in total supply, they're the same. So I say 500 billion from one, 1 trillion from the other. You can think like, okay, well, relative to their total supply, but okay. So that's going into the rewards wallet. What are we doing with those tokens? That's a very important question people should be asking. And it's actually an integral part that plays a role into our ecosystem that we're building out.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, these projects, they produce stablecoin, they produce BUSD. So we're actually working on having these tokens be locked in the rewards wallet. So think about the benefit of this. How many projects have you or any of your viewers, anybody that's watching this video, have you guys come across in the world of crypto where you find out that they send tokens to what's called a burn wallet? A burn wallet, for those that don't know what that is, it's essentially a black hole, a trash can, right? You have private keys to regular wallet addresses. Well, burn wallet doesn't have that. There is no login password. It is you pass go and you go straight to jail kind of a thing. There's no escaping. There's no get out of jail, right? That's maybe a little bit more extreme. But the fact is that these tokens go in, they do not come out. So what if you applied that kind of mentality where you can reduce down the circulating supply, right? You can allocate these to a wallet, and by locking them, you're essentially treating it like a burn wallet. I'm working on trying to, with the development teams of these projects, see if we can have it to where they lock, right? So if internally they themselves can be able to lock it, that would be my best case scenario. Because then at that point in time, there should be a higher level of reassurance for everyone that we're not just saying, oh yeah, we're going to lock it. And then all of a sudden we get in there, we're doing things with it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
even in that weird instance, even if that was somehow to happen, if something happened to those tokens, at the end of the day, guess what? You still have all the tokens that you got personally when you purchased the NFT. Those don't get affected. The only way that they could be affected is if the tokens in the rewards wallet had been sold, right? Then that would cause selling pressure overall in the market. But at the end of the day, you still have your own assets that you acquired from your initial purchase. But here's the great thing. So these tokens, they produce the stable coin. We can access that. That's the point. We want to be able to, again, use the word leverage. We want to leverage that BUSD. What do we do with that? We buy back in on the partner projects with our NFT project. So, you know, the various partners that I'm talking about that we build up, we can then put in a buy order on the market, which then technically it helps raise the value price of that project. It creates more trading volume. There's now BUSD reflections that goes out to all of the holders, right? Because we put that buy order in. But then at the same time, that BUSD that now gets sent, that token that we just acquired, where does that go? That goes back into the rewards wallet. And these tokens that are BUSD reflections tokens, you're increasing the level of volume of that token. You're increasing the probability of the price continuing higher. Now, the higher the price, the better the impact is we will see on BUSD reflections. It's a byproduct of having higher prices for the token itself, right? So objectively, this benefits everyone in that regard. And then now, because you have more volume and you're earning more BUSD, then that means the next time that we go to do a buy order, it's going to have more than likely a stronger impact on the market price again, right? And what if people sell? What if other people sell? Well, if they make the price go down, but we have funds that are generated in this rewards wallet, we buy that project, what do you think it does to the price? It helps the price come back up again. So it helps counterbalance it for any potential activity from other individuals, right? You can get the NFT, you get these tokens, you could instantly say you're going to sell all the tokens. So you've already recouped a good chunk of your initial investment. And guess what? At the end of the day, you still have the NFT. You're still getting all the utility perk benefits. You get entries into the giveaways. You receive the airdrops with MetaBUSD coin, all of those kinds of things. You still have access to the clubs in real world. Oh yeah, that's another thing, by the way. I didn't mention that, but guess
Oh,
what? Because of code that we're having included in this, there's a collective group of NFTs that already exist. So including this code means that ours will fit in with that group. And
yeah,
this group of NFTs, there are real clubs in the real world where you can go and you'll be able to show them our NFT and you'll be able to get access to their VIP lounge. So now we're talking
really?
about real world utility on top of everything else, right? So that's also being included here. So MetaBUSD coin, I don't want to leave them out because I mentioned 3 partners. I talked about Reflex and I talked about Glow, their contributions that they're doing for the rewards wallet, right? So what about MetaBUSD coin? Well, what they're doing, this is actually incredible. They are allocating 1% of their total supply. To put that in perspective, relative to what Glow is doing and what Reflex is doing for the Team wallet, which is this locked rewards wallet I'm referring to, right? I'm going to call it a Team wallet, but that's essentially the idea there. They are not doing 1%. So 1% is quite substantial in this regard. But that 1% MetaBUSD coin, they're going to airdrop that over the course of 1 year amongst the 10,000 NFT holders. MetaBUSD coin is, guess what? Also a BUSD reflection token.
Oh, wow.
So all of this theme fits similarly. Each of these projects have already communities. They're already building out their own utilities. They have their own expansion plans, their own internal team, their own marketing. They have all of that that's already going on, right? They have all this potential on their own, but then we can help elevate that. We can help bring more awareness to various projects, especially because of the cross community exposure with this. If somebody buys one of our NFTs and you find out like you bought it because you heard it's associated with Glow token, right? Well, you get it, but you notice that, oh yeah, what else do I get with the NFT? I also got the entry into the clubs. I got this. Oh, I got these other tokens. Reflex. What is Reflex? You as the buyer might then go and look up Reflex and you say, oh, this project sounds interesting. You know what? I'm just going to buy some more tokens anyways. Like I already got this benefit that I'm getting with the NFT and this project sounds nice. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and buy some more of that on its own. So outside of my NFT, it helps bring marketing awareness that could just help generally with the project. Now, if this project launches and if we do well, there's going to be a correlation and a causation effect. What I mean by that is that, you know, when you go and you look at the charts and you can see all the recent buy orders, well, our minting is at flat fee. It's 500 BUSD. Remember, when people go to buy this, the smart contract is what handles all the purchases of these cryptos in the back end. So the causation effect, the correlation effect that's going on here is that when the NFTs go live, people will be able to see on the charts. And obviously, if more people are buying the NFTs, it'll be more evident of an impact on the charts. But obviously, also buy orders causes the price to go up, right? So if somebody buys an NFT, then you're going to see a fixed dollar value that's going to be associated with the purchase of Glow token, with the purchase of SafeMoon, and with Reflex, and with MetaBUSD coin, right? You can look on their own charts. Whenever you see those dollar amounts come in, a lot of people will be able to look at that and be like, oh, somebody, more than likely, they just bought an NFT, right? Especially if you got multiple charts up, you could see it all around the same time. And you're like, okay, yeah, since this all happened, it assumes that there was a purchase of an NFT. If you see the price is starting to go up, well, then guess what? At the end of the day, if somebody is not even buying the NFT, people still want to make money.
Yeah.
Right? We can agree on that. Guess what? There are people out there that hate certain cryptos. But secretly, if they find out that there's an opportunity where it's making a run, they may still get in and buy it. They're not going to endorse it. They're not going to tell anyone that they bought it. They still want to get in though. There's people of all regards, people that fully support the project, people that hate the project, but at the end of the day, we want to make money, right? So if people look and see the price action is going up, that creates an opportunity where we can say, look, this NFT project, it does have an impact. It does have value that's here. But outside of that, people that aren't even hearing about the NFTs, they just see the percentages going up. They may say, I'm going to jump in on the project. Not for the NFT. I'm just talking about the crypto. They might go and buy Glow token because let's say Glow token is up 5%. But now that they bought Glow token, they see that its value is going up even higher. And for all we know, because that cascading effect takes place, more people might start rushing in to buy the NFTs because of the assumption that it's partially responsible for causing this wave of action to take place. It plays a role in all of these pieces starting to move, right?
Yeah.
But that's really dependent upon the level of interest and activity from people in the actual community itself. But yeah, we're going to have 10,000 NFTs, and we're going to be doing giveaways. Again, I don't want to talk too much. I don't know if you got questions you want to ask me first.
No, man. Hey, you've answered. You've answered a lot of the stuff that I was just like, oh wow, here we go. Hey, keep the ball rolling, man. Hey, I don't mind at all.
Going?
Well,
Okay,
I will say. So somebody, Avik in the chats, he asked, what happens if someone set up 2 bots and keeps on buying and selling the NFTs between each other? It will generate abnormal trade volume and to those tokens and generate more rewards.
Well, you need to take into account that there are trading fees. The tokenomics with these crypto, right? How do you produce BUSD? It has to come from somewhere. The liquidity that's essentially providing that has to be developed from somewhere.
Yeah.
So the normal tokenomics of these projects, they have, this amount that goes to BUSD rewards, this amount that goes to marketing, this amount that goes to their own liquidity, etc. So you still have that's in play. If you're planning on buying and then selling it, even if it was amongst yourself, you're taking a hit on price action, of value, I should say. You're taking a hit on value every single time that you try to resell it amongst yourself. Does that make sense? So yeah, you are still having an impact on the tokens themselves, but at what point does it really make sense for you to be doing that?
Yeah.
That's something that really needs to be looked at independently to yourself. Like, I'm losing all this money to try and have a price impact on the market itself, right?
Yeah.
So people might do things with bots.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, I mean,
you're getting hit every time you do it.
Yeah. I mean, to have any kind of impact, especially with some of these projects, man, you'd have to be throwing a lot of money at it. And I mean, and even then, I mean, it's, I don't know. I think that would be very, very hard to do if anything. Like you said, you're wasting a lot of money trying to do something like that. It's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm a big fan of? I'm a big fan of passive income and time-based development systems. A design system where you, as the holder of this thing, if it's a crypto, if it's a stock, if it's a whatever it is, right? That you receive a benefit compared to someone else for the fact that you hold it for more time.
Yeah.
So if you can include a time-based factor system, I think that is a reason why people will be more reluctant to just buying an NFT and then wanting to sell it immediately. So if we can add all this back-end value behind it, it makes it more desirable, right? Than a standard just image. Now, a standard image might be more desirable because of hype, because it has some big name celebrity or something that's behind it, right? But then that's going kind of into the gray water area where you're like, I don't know if this is potentially going to be leading to a rug pull, or at what point is that hype just going to kind of die off? At the end of the day, if you buy this NFT project, the lack of hype, you still reap all these other benefits. You still have those tokens and their natural growth that they have from their internal community expansions will have an impact on the value that's sitting in your wallet. So if anyone's concerned about the value of the NFT potentially degrading, the fact that we've designed this system, there's other inclusive benefits that come with it that helps counterbalance that. May not necessarily fully replace it, but it helps alleviate some of that tension and that stress that people are concerned with when you just go buy a regular NFT, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many people right now went and bought just a regular NFT and they're just sitting on it, especially with all the crypto markets down?
Yeah,
like,
well, not right now.
I spent $2,000. I spent $2,000 on this one crypto NFT. and I don't even know who I'm trying to like voice right now. But, you know, like I spent $2,000 on this, and it's like Colonel Sanders. Imagine if Colonel Sanders was out there. I'll tell you what, right? I'm gonna buy this NFT. Anyways, so buys the NFT for $2,000 in the form of, let's say, Ethereum. But Ethereum's price is down tremendously right now. So maybe at the time it was worth 1 ETH. So if they're trying to sell it again on the market and they're trying to sell it for a higher price, well, I mean, everyone's selling basically everything right now. Everything's on discount. So are you going to get your $2,000 worth? Because $2,000 worth of 1 ETH back then would need way more ETH by association later on where we're at right now, right? So you'd have to list it for a higher price just to get your dollar value back.
Yeah.
Now, if people were looking at it like from an ETH standpoint, that you're dealing with all of that complexity. So the way that I look at it, I'm like, look, how can we create passive income for people and mitigate the risk of price fluctuations of crypto? Because crypto prices do this. Unless you're dealing with stablecoin, unless you're UST, then you do this, right? But stereotypically, the point of a stablecoin is that it is stable. It's supposed to be pegged to the dollar. And we are seeing, even with the market being as bad as it is, that quite a few of the stable coins are holding up. They're still in the game. And we're talking about a massive hit on the cryptocurrency market.
Well, he so Avik responded. He said, "But I'm just buying and selling NFTs. I don't know how much network fee is for BSC. I mean, it's still cheap, but I am not buying or selling the rewards token. I'm only doing on the NFTs. But you still got to think about the transaction fee, the tokenomics of buying and selling NFTs, right?"
Yes. So the minting phase has a much higher form of tokenomics, which you're seeing on the price charts right here, right? So the green that you're seeing on that price chart is during minting. This is approximately 55% of your purchase order will come back to you in the form of these variety of cryptos, which is the chart on the right. The chart on the right breaks down much more each of those independent cryptos. But yeah, about 55% of your purchase coming back there. Now, after minting, when you're actually looking to do the trades, so as an individual, which you just mentioned with him, if they wanted to start trading this on the marketplace, there's a couple key things that's very interesting about this marketplace. The first off is, let's talk about the separate tokenomics. Here, we're talking about all this dispersion through regular trading. We're talking about, it's about 10%. So the breakdown is much smaller. And we're not dealing with a variety of different cryptos. At that point in time, the only one that would have a kickback to the buyer would be Glow token. So you're dealing with way less in trading fees, but we still have a contribution that goes over towards the marketing / game development, because I am looking to build out at least one game. I had a very ambitious idea. By the way, I'm also a game developer. I've made a couple different games over on Roblox. I worked with developers there. Now, some people might look at it and they hear the name Roblox and they think like, oh, the grade quality of the game, etc. It's still coding. It's still, you use Lua, which is almost like, I think it's close to Python. And you have to develop all the code so that the game interactions, the way that the functions work as a game, is still there. It's just you're appealing towards the Roblox community. You're dealing a lot more with typically those visual assets. But what's incredible is that even with Lua, you don't have to make it look like Roblox characters. You can actually change how the models of the characters themselves look, etc. So, you know, it's just its own separate language. But I developed a couple different games that are technically up right now, and that kind of got my feet wet. So with this project, we would actually have more supplemental funding, work with a different studio or developers, right, to build a different kind of game. We wouldn't be building a Roblox game. So I had a very ambitious idea, which would require a lot more capital. So we're going to probably start small, build a game that's much more realistic, that we could still have the NFTs play a significant role in, but then also create an opportunity where people that don't have the NFTs could participate. And so that establishes more utility with our NFT projects. It creates more desirability, more value. And then we can use that as a form of expansion. And what's great is that the other game idea, the one that's going to be a lower budget, I still think it has huge potential for people to look at it and be like, yeah, this sounds like a really fun game idea. I want to go and play this.
Yeah.
Now, the second element, because I got a little bit sidetracked, right? We're talking about the marketplace.
Yeah.
So the second element that's so special about this marketplace is the affiliate referral system. This is something being built out through Glow's marketplace. When you hear an affiliate referral system, what you normally picture, right? Let's talk about that. What you normally picture is you have a referral link, somebody uses your referral link, they go buy the thing, you get a percentage cut, and then that's it. Now, when we're talking about NFTs, I see that there are some projects out there that are starting to get involved in this idea. But what if we took it a step further? So when you normally deal with NFTs, when you mint them, who gets the cut of that? In most instances, the artist gets 100% of the mint. Then every trade afterwards, they can take a percentage.
Yeah.
You see, 0.5 to 4%. Typically, if you're dealing with Solana, I believe I hear that they can do 10%, but they also have a free
that's
mint.
still great.
Oh yeah, but I mean, at the same time, Solana can do things like free mints. So it costs the people that mint it nothing, like less than a penny, basically, to mint the NFT. So now they have the ownership of it. The artist, I mean, you're making 100% of less than a penny. Like, obviously, there's no money to be made for them there.
Yeah.
But through every trade that takes place after that free mint, then they get a higher percentage of the cut. So you're kind of giving to be able to take, right? It's a give and take relationship. The people that mint it receive a certain perk benefit, but because of that, now there's another aspect here that still benefits value for the artist to want to come in and be a part of that kind of design. So it's very interesting how everyone's coming up with stuff. But for the Glow Tokens marketplace, imagine if you, as the affiliate referral, could receive as if you were the artist. You can receive a percentage of that NFT every time it gets resold. Not just the first time when it gets minted, but then that NFT gets traded to someone else. You still get a percentage of that trade. It gets traded to the next person. You still get a percentage of that trade. Why? Because you were the original affiliate referral that was there from the inception of that project. So there's a high lucrative value here for people to help promote this project, to help try and get the word out. This is something that they're developing out with their platform. I'm supposed to be, I believe, the first project. It might be the first project in the world. I haven't heard anyone else do these two elements together for an affiliate referral system, right? That, just creates that ample opportunity where people are like, hey, I can keep getting money off of this. But if you want to trade the assets, I mean, the art itself, I went in, I used my art style, and from my research and from feedback from other people, it's not a normal art style. When you go to an NFT marketplace and you're scrolling through, this is actually a trick I learned because I'm an actor, by the way. So when you're trying to get cast from a commercial agent, they look at your headshot, but your headshot is in a mass sea of these other images. It's very small. There's certain elements that you learn through training of when you go to get your headshots that makes you stand out just enough to where their eye gravitates towards you in this mass sea of things. So when you normally go to an NFT market space, what do you normally see? What kind of art style?
I see a lot of it. Well, it just from here up, like especially like right now, everybody's doing apes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's not a whole lot of diversity, which, like I say, I don't really buy a whole lot of NFTs and stuff like that. But the ones I do buy is just like little stuff that really catches my eye, like a dragon or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but it's got to be something like really, really special to be like, oh, wow, hey, that's nice. I might want to buy that. You know what I mean?
Right. And there's a mixture in the crowd. You're going to have people that will want to go buy a project, whether it's an NFT or it's a crypto, because it has, it's riding the gravy train, essentially. Think of it like that, right? How many Inu tokens are there?
Hey, more than
There's
more
a lot,
than I can count. Yeah.
right? And how many people buy those Inu tokens? There's a lot,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of them will do it without even researching the project, etc. So you have a certain group of people that will go buy those kinds of projects because it has that theme. Like you talked about the apes, right?
Yeah.
I get it. There's that theme element that people are gravitated towards. With me as an artist, I'm trying to elevate myself and showcasing that I have something definitively unique. And in the way that I've assembled everything here, I'm really trying to push that across too. The passive income, the additional utilities, the multiple crypto partnerships, etc. So what I think that most people will see when they go to an NFT market space is cartoon images of their character models. It looks very much like an American style cartoon. Then you have an anime style, and then you have like a 3D art. And it's wash, rinse, repeat. It's those kinds of things. So with my art,
I'm sorry. Well, that was one of the things I was going to ask you is like, how did you come up with like this art style? Because I mean, it is different, and I will probably end up grabbing one of these, but like I'm serious, man, because it's really different. And like when you first told me about it, like it really like caught my, I was like, man, those are dope, you know what I'm saying? I really like that. So how did you like come up with this like style?
So I sold 4 independent NFTs prior to this, and my first NFT that sold, the inspiration leading into that as the artist was I felt when you think back to when you're a kid, you remember laying down, you're like out in your side yard or something, you lay down in the grass and you look up at the clouds.
Yeah.
You're trying not to stare straight at the sun, but maybe you do. Like, but yeah, let's pretend we didn't all do that. Or at least pretend that you did maybe do it so that I don't feel so bad because I did it when I was a kid. But anyways, so, you look up at the clouds and you say, what does this look like? That looks like a train. That looks like a dog, a dragon, looks like a car. So you're using elements of nature, but using it in a way that it looks like other things that it's not. So I thought about it. I'm like, well, I can use that as my paint. I can use water and sculpt it in a way that when people look at that, they can go, that looks like a dragon. I can use elements of the leaves underwater in another one of my pictures where the hand is gravitating up towards coming out of the water. And it's like, oh,
okay,
these little bits of leaves that are all over, it looks like in the shape of a hand. And it's almost telling a unique story of the balance of nature with that of the world that we live in, and how we kind of have a role related to that, right? Or other things have roles related to that, and just kind of weighing that extra value. So then I looked at that and I was like, especially when we also go back into the price, people say, oh, $500, it's kind of high for me, right? Look at the price of things on the Ethereum network. And then you got the Ethereum gas fee. So Binance Smart Fee is really low. We're talking anywhere from like 15 cents to $1 for one trade. It's really, really low by comparison. And you got the biggest exchange, Binance is a name backing it. You have 2 different cryptos that are top 10 cryptos associated by it. If you go on Twitter, you can see all the marketing moves that Binance is doing as well. They just got up their own minting thing for their marketplace. I saw that the other day. They got Cabby involved, who's the #1 TikTok guy. They got a really famous soccer player. I forget his name. So, Binance is trying to make moves in the whole crypto space. The fact that we don't hear predominantly a lot of movement in the NFT market related to Binance, I feel like it's a sleeping giant. I feel most of the attention right now for NFTs is on Ethereum and it's on Solana. Solana's got a lot of the degen plays, those ideas of like the free mints, people trying to make quick turnovers, this and that, right?
Well, a lot of people are starting to a lot. I see a lot of projects also starting to do Polygon.
Polygon's another option as well, yeah. But how often do you hear about projects choosing Binance? With as big as they are, everything that they have, the potential that's behind it. And the trading fees, it's next to nothing. And on top of it, when you look at it from a sense where you're not just making an NFT because of art, we're looking at how many projects have been created, how many cryptocurrency companies and projects have been created on Binance. And like I said, my NFT can help communicate between those companies. So I've got a much wider plethora of companies to be able to reach out to and to find benefit from that are already existing on Binance,
Yeah.
right? That are proving themselves during this market of downtrend that they're surviving, that they are survivors. And we can leverage that too. So yeah, I chose Binance. I love the idea of having stablecoin as the tokenomics on these 3 different main crypto partners, and then leveraging that to buy back into the market to help with trades and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. So Avik asked again. Oh, hey, by the way, what's up, Matt?
I'm so happy that your people have questions.
Yeah.
I love answering questions.
He says, so okay, so $500 is $500 in all chains. He's like, that's way too high for this market. That's debatable. So how are you planning to handle that? Also, how many are there? 10, you said 10,000 in the collection, right?
Yeah, there's 10,000
Yeah,
in
it's
the collection.
10,000. So he said, how are you basically how are you going to handle the current market, with
Well, the beautiful thing is we need to look at everything in retrospect. Because of the fact that the market is down, what is the old saying? The old saying is
buy the dip.
Buy the dip. Yes.
When the market
Buy
is
the dip.
when the market is fearful, it's time to be greedy.
Yes, and be greedy when people are fearful, be fearful when people are greedy. So if anyone was looking for any time to buy, the most recommended time are these times.
Yeah.
Not when we're at the highest. Think about the potential ramifications of coming in at a point, me launching this project. Imagine the perspective view from everyone. If they would have bought this project and it launched when Bitcoin was $69,000. And then after that point, it went down. All the associated cryptos that you got as a kickback with this went down. And everyone started was like, you know what? I'm not doing trades. I'm not doing it. You're just seeing all the volume, everything taking a hit, right? Including, guess what? The trading volume. Because if the trading volume goes down, that means less BUSD rewards. So not only is the token price down, which impacts the amount that the value is in BUSD, but just the fact that there's no real trading activity means that there's also no BUSD there either. So if you're going to buy any project, realistically, they say, I'm not a financial advisor, but they say these are the moments. These are the decisive moments. And $500 is dispersed amongst multiple cryptos, right? But $500 in a market like this is more likely to create momentum. It's more likely to have that impact on those projects, on their price charts. That in turn is more likely to get people talking. Think about it, right? Everyone right now is trying to find some project that they can make a profit in. And it seems like everyone's like, well, I got X amount of money. I put it into this, and then it takes a hit. And I'm like, okay, well, I got some more money. I'm going to put it into this one then. And then it takes a hit. And it's just this kind of going in, going down. And you're like, dude, I have no more money to put in anything, right? But imagine if you could put your money into something at a point in time with where we're at right now. And at the end of the day, if anything, you still get BUSD earnings. It may be small, but you still receive that. You have the opportunity to use that BUSD to then invest into other things if you want to, or you can hold on to it, and you still have a tradable asset, which is the NFT. That still has its own fundamental value. As we expand, we add more utilities, we add more partnerships, we identify those utilities and apply them to the specific different rarities that you have, you can then quantify. Think about that. If you have a legendary, imagine if you had more utilities with an NFT that's a legendary than that of a common. So on the trading market, somebody that owns a legendary is going to look at that and say, well, why should I sell this for the same price as a common? Not only are the traits different, but I'm actually getting all these extra benefits. And then as the NFT holder, you got to ask yourself, do I really want to sell this NFT to give up these benefits? And if you look at that and you say, I know someone else is going to take over these benefits, I'm only going to sell it if somebody gives me a good price. That's the objective goal that's here, right? is to
Yeah.
just create enough of an ecosystem where it can supplement itself. It helps support when the market is in these downtrends, and it creates, especially at a point in time right now, the potential is much more substantial for someone that's willing to come in and take that kind of risk than if we were at the $69,000 range. Because like, let's just be real, Dragon Rider. Like I was saying, you come in on something like this at $69,000 and everything tanks.
Yeah.
People are going to complain.
People
are going to point fingers. People are going to blame the developers, the artists, this and that, even though like there's all these other circumstances that come into play. So where do we have the most potential for success?
At the bottom.
That's the way that I look at it. How much further down can we go? When this market finally decides to start to make a run, we're likely to see altcoins make a run.
Yes.
These partners that I'm working with, they're very intelligent individuals.
And they're all great projects.
Yes, they're great projects. Yes. They have roadmaps. They have a diverse team. They're putting in time and efforts. They're not doing this. They're not like, we're just waiting on Atlas to come out with the NFTs to do all the work for us.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. They already had their projects. I went to them. I said, hey, I have an idea. This is what I'm thinking. Would you guys be interested? And I started all of that conversation. And it's evolved to where we're at right now.
So let's see. So
sorry again for talking so much.
No, you're fine, man. So he's asking me, so mint price in BUSD or BUSD or BNB. I think you buy BUSD, but you still need BSC to for the transaction fee, right?
Well, you know what's funny is that I asked that to my developer, and he made it sound like you just need BUSD for this.
Really?
Yeah. So I think they might. I'm not the one that's coding it, right? But my coder, he's the main developer of MetaBUSD coin. This is Meta Captain, aka
Meta Captain.
His real name is Chris.
Shout out.
He's a highly respected individual. He's been brought on a bunch of different projects, reviewed their contracts before launch, reviewed their contracts when they've had vulnerabilities, helped them find troubleshooting solutions to it. He's held spaces. He's doxed. Like, there's just so many elements that come into play that makes me feel very comfortable with being associated with him and having him be the one that can make sure that what we're doing here, that we code this out correctly, right? Yeah. And I got sidetracked from what my point was from bragging about him.
Yeah, the fees. If the transaction fee would need to be paid. Like I say, as far as
from what I understand, I think you're just gonna have to pay BUSD. He might have something in the smart contract that just allocates over to that, no problem.
That's cool. So and then Matt, shout out to Matt. He said, if you don't mind, Atlas, could I get the 30-second elevator pitch? I came in a bit late.
Yes, 30-second elevator pitch. Yes. We have an upcoming NFT series launching, looking at mid-July, around July 15th on the Glow Token Marketplace. This is a 10,000 NFT series. We're going through the minting phase. It'll be listed at $500 BUSD. So this is on the Binance Smart Chain. And objectively, when you buy these NFTs, you will receive passive income rewards because of the partnerships that we have. These are 3 official partners, all of which are BUSD reflection tokens, one of which you'll be getting airdrops every 2 weeks to you as the NFT holder. The other 2 projects are providing tokens that will get in the locked rewards wallet that will generate BUSD reflections. We can then invest that BUSD back into the same partner projects. We're supporting 2 different charities. You have entries into giveaways, which I haven't even touched on yet, by the way. Yeah. You got access to VIP lounges in the real world. And I think that's about a 30-second pitch.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome. So quick question. So as far as the I know we got the 4 here. I think that I've seen I got the one with the guy with the hat on the thumbnail, dude. I really like that one.
Oh, so, with the crown?
Yeah. Well, no, the one with the like the straw hat.
Oh yeah. I'm
really
a fan of anime, man. So
yeah, One Piece, yeah.
That Monkey D. Luffy, of course.
I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. No,
it's like paying an homage to it. I mean, lots of people wear straw hats and stuff. You know, it's like it's paying a tribute to it in that respect.
So I know you got it's 10,000, but how many different variations are there?
You'll have 5 different rarities.
Okay.
And then you'll have 5 variations.
Okay.
So you got the plant, you have the light, water, fire, and gas. Those are the 5 elements that I have for this series.
Fantastic. He said,
so a legendary would be if you had all the same attribute.
Okay. So okay, Avik, launch date again. It's you said the 15th.
Yeah, we're aiming for the 15th. Okay. So the Glow Token marketplace is not live yet. That's something that is finishing in its development. In addition to that, they're finalizing some things on the back end for this project, and I'm also trying to have conversations with them to see if we can do some whitelist stuff, because whitelist has it's a huge impact on these kinds of projects. But we got to make sure that we have the right tools available to us to be able to do that. And we got to think about our time window and everything. So I'm trying to have talks with them. I'm trying to see what we can do.
Yeah. So hey, make sure you guys follow Atlas when to get these updates and stuff like that. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's going to be posting them in his socials to let us know when exactly things are happening as they're happening.
Yeah, man. We got Twitter at Team Eco Warriors. The website is teamecowarriors.com. So that makes it very simple. Nice. And we have a Discord that's now up as well. And the Discord is in the link for the Twitter account. Nice. Dragon Rider, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You said that you might end up buying one of these NFTs, correct? Okay. What do you think of the idea of when you get that NFT that you've got 25 different chances of winning $2,000?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not one chance, you got 25.
Yeah.
So what we're actually doing there, I never touched on this. I just wanted to make sure I get this in before the end of the video, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So we have 10,000 NFTs. A percentage of each buy goes towards the marketing funds. So we can allocate these marketing funds to be able to do things like giveaways, right? So we take steps. Every 2,000 NFTs, we choose 5 different NFT contract addresses. Each one wins $2,000 in stablecoin. So you got a $500 purchase for the mint, right? Now you own that NFT. You can trade that NFT. You received 55% through the smart contract of purchases in these 4 different cryptos, 3 of which give you BUSD reflections passively. And then the 4th one is a self-reflection, which is the SafeMoon. Again, that's not an official partner. Anyone that's just tuning in now, the other 3 are partners.
Yeah.
The SafeMoon is not an official partner. That was a voluntary decision for that. And, you can hold on to this asset and these tokens if you want. You can sell the tokens any point in time if you want. And they have their own marketplace. People are buying and trading those things all the time too. So yeah, it's a package. People are getting a nice bundled, convenient package. Requires click buy and boom, you get all this stuff with it.
Yeah,
right?
Man. Hey, that's amazing too, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, look, if I get one, and I'm not, and I get that, I'm buying more.
If you get the 2,000,
yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. You could,
especially with all the rewards and stuff that you've mentioned, man. I mean, how could I not? You know what I mean? Especially, look, you win some money, man. It's basically free money. I don't know. We joke around it. Me and my buddy joke about it all the time. We call crypto monopoly money, man. We just playing around with it. You know what I'm saying? But until I cash it out, and then it's for me it's real money. But yeah, basically that's free money. Yeah, man. Basically that's free money to me. I'm buying some more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh.
So guess what? Because of the partnership with Glow Token that I told you guys about, they actually have, with their own community, giveaways. So when you buy this NFT and you get the Glow Token that's sent into your wallet, you now also qualify for their own giveaways that they run. If I remember correctly, I think they do a $100 giveaway periodically, and then I think they also have a $10,000 grand prize one that they do. And they also support charities. So Glow Token is my main partner on this project. Yeah. The fact that they do BUSD reflections, they have the giveaway element, and especially that they help support charities like my
Yeah.
project does.
Yeah.
That really resonated with me. I like the team. Brian, who's the head of it, really nice guy. They're very ambitious. They have some big goals and things that they're working on. So it's cool to see that we're all coming together in this kind of way. And
Yeah,
it's
man.
going to be an incredible experience.
Absolutely, man. Hey, Unified D5, baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
Unite D5. Let's go. Seriously.
Let's go, man. Hey, this is amazing. Like I say, man, I see it all the time, man. All these different projects, even new ones starting up, man. Just building these relationships and working together, man. Like you said, man, when you're doing it by yourself, man, it's very hard. But when you got some amazing people, especially, man, the people that you got lined up with you, man, when you got amazing people, groups of people to work with, man, hey, sky is the limit.
The reality is, you look at people like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan would never have been Michael Jordan if it wasn't for other people being a part of that process.
Exactly.
He had teammates that helped him win championships. He had assists that were passed to him to help him get the points. You had coaches, you had mentors. I mean, there's a whole slew of things.
Yeah.
Anyone that achieves significant success, there's other people that came in and played those roles. I think it's important that we acknowledge the value that these people have. And if you want long-term success, you not only need to capitalize on those opportunities, you need to savor and cherish those relationships and then help them flourish as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Henry said it's a late night infomercial show. He said, wait, there's more.
Yeah, I love doing that.
But wait,
I love it because there's so much in my project that I love it when I'm like, I just went on and explained all these things. And then as I said it, I have trouble sometimes remembering every single one of the things because of what we've put together. Right.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh, wait, there's more. Right.
Yeah.
I'm still an influencer. I'm still an entertainer. And why not? I can try and own that. I love going on to these kinds of spaces, showing my face, not being afraid of being associated with this project, saying, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Any questions people have, any questions they can ask.
Yeah.
And, one of the things somebody had asked me is that why should you buy a project like this when you could just buy the token, right? Like if you want to buy a Glow token, you want to show support for it, you just buy a Glow token and then you get 100% of your purchase in Glow token. So why should they buy this kind of project? It's an interesting question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But look at it this way too. Not everyone wants a knife. Some people want a Swiss Army knife. They want to have something that has a bunch of functions to it at the same time. So when you purchase this, you're getting a collective set of things within that purchase. People get a basket that's an assortment of candies and fruits and things like that, right? There are people out there that want those kinds of things. If anyone wants just a knife, if you just want to buy Glow token or you just want to buy a Safe Moon, then just go buy it.
Yeah.
Right. But if you want an opportunity to opt into a design system that's on the ground floor, has a multitude of things that go in behind it, and you're essentially helping to alleviate some of your financial risk by when you go and you buy the knife and you only buy the one token, what if that token's just gone? What if it rug pulls? Right? There's some vulnerability, whatever. Well, there goes all your money, right? A lot of people suggest to diversify. So instead of you having to go through all the processes to independently do each one of these things, imagine if it was just a one-click based type of action. You just have the money, you buy the NFT, and then it handles all these other things for you. And then you reap the benefits and the rewards, and you get to see all the additional benefits as we continue to grow. And all you had to do is just hold. It goes back to the time system. There's the reward for holding over time.
Exactly, man. And I'm telling you, man. Hey, not financial advice, but let me tell you, these projects that he's partnered with. Hey, when the market starts to take back off, man, I'm telling you, hey, you gonna wish you had this when you don't. I'm telling you, because I'm definitely, this is awesome, man. Especially with the give backs, the airdrops, the rewards, the giveaways, dude. It's just like, how can you not? Plus the aspect of you support some charities.
On
Quit
top
being
of
cheap,
everything
go buy
else.
something.
Yeah. On top of everything else, you get to help
Yes.
support charities.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing stuff, man. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's well thought out, man. You
I
really
put-
did. Yeah.
Yeah, look, here's the thing. There's a stigma in this space on influencers and them getting involved in making their own tokens, them making their own NFT projects, etc. And a lot of people in this space, you know what they like to do? First off, they don't like to see other people make more money than them. If they see
Yeah.
that you're making more money than them, they become jealous or envious. I can't remember the distinction of which one it technically is, but they look at that, and being constantly reminded of that, it makes them bitter. And so a lot of times people will act out in spite of that.
Mhm.
And they'll want to see other people fail or other projects fail because of that. But on the other side, you also have the issue of influencers that are doing illegitimate things. They are intentionally rug pulling their communities. They're intentionally trying to take advantage of their communities. Now, I have a series of videos on my channel, tweets I put out, etc. Right? I have a history. I've been trying to do everything I can to show that I respect the community, that I have the best of intentions, and I am trying to help. Now, some people will interpret things a different way. I know who I am. I know what my intentions are, right? We go through life experiences, some things that are very dramatic, some things that are very traumatic. I've had both. And it's those life experiences that shaped me to who I am.
Yeah.
When I die someday, hopefully it's a long time from now,
Yeah.
I want people to look back and remember my name for good things, that I leave behind a legacy, that I had a strong impact, that I helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Some people just want to make a ton of money and they get in, they get out, right? Unfortunately, all the good that I try to do, at the end of the day, there will be people out there that still want to try and paint me as the bad guy for whatever reason. But projects like this, I've put everything into this.
Yeah.
When I'm not making my videos over the last 7-8 months, I've been having phone calls behind the scenes. The public didn't know about all this stuff. Emails, DMs on Discord, brainstorm sessions. I made all the art, so I had to actually do all that. One of the layers that I had for one of the things totally got messed up, and I deleted it somehow. I ended up having to redo all of it. Ironically, after I even redid it, it's not even in this version. There were too many assets, so I had to reduce down. So I was like, I just redid all of these pieces. So yeah, all those kinds of headaches and everything. But I really want to help. If people can own my NFTs, have value in trading them, great. And if they don't trade them, they have something fun, I feel, and cool to look at. They could put as their avatar or whatever, right? They own that NFT. Yeah. But then they also have these other tokens. So it's like, oh man, the NFTs, no one's buying the NFTs or anything. It's like, oh, but my tokens that I got with this, they're up 300%. I made my money back from my NFT purchase just from the value of the tokens climbing up. That would be an incredible feeling, because then that's a sense of reassurance to the people where they feel they made a good choice. Yeah. They made a good decision to buy the NFT, right? Because they benefit at the end. They want to make money. They want to make money.
Yep.
How can I help with that? And I can help with this.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to reiterate. The artwork is cool. It's dope. I like it.
I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
I'm serious, man. I'm really serious. I really like it. But on top of that, with the rewards, like, even if nothing happens with the NFT, the rewards, man, the rewards that's being offered is off the chain, because, like I say, the market right now is at the bottom. You still, even if even if you buy an NFT and you can't sell it or whatever, you still have the opportunity to, you're basically buying in at the bottom of the market right now, because when it takes off, dude, your rewards are going to be worth way more than what it was,
Yeah.
when you got the stuff. So it's a win-win-win scenario to me, not financial advice, but it's a win-win-win scenario to me.
Based on the trends, right? We are looking at very close to a pivotal moment of a reversal.
Yeah.
We've been going on a downtrend, or this way. How the heck am I going to do this? And okay, yeah, we're going this way. So weird with my camera. So we've been on a downtrend for so many months now. At some point, it's oversold.
Yeah.
People get confident and they start coming back in because they want to make a profit, right? So yes, technically the market could still go down, but you're buying in, you're getting that value in dollars of these tokens at these kinds of prices.
Yep.
And the whole market is down tremendously from where it was at the all-time high, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that you're getting in that dollar value, not back then, because if you did, let's say, I don't know what 55% of the 500 is. Let's like what, $260, something like that.
Yeah, around 260. Yeah.
Okay. So roughly $260, but then you get the tokenomics. So technically what you're receiving at market value at that point in time would be less because of the distributions of these things. But let's just try and simplify it. So the value of what you put in, the $260, if you did that back when it was at the all-time high, imagine what it would be worth now. Oh, look, it's worth $20.
Yeah.
Right? That's the level of impact we're seeing on many of these projects. So imagine the level of reassurance. If you came in, it's about $260 at these levels. What's the odds, realistically, that we're going to see such a further decline that you would have that same level of impact of like, oh, I put 260 in. Now it's only worth $20.
Yeah.
At the high. If you did it here and it went all the way down to being like, oh, now it's worth only $20. It's very unlikely.
Yeah.
Not saying it won't happen, but from a statistical standpoint, the probability is more in favor right now than we've possibly have ever been in the history with crypto.
Yeah. And like you said, with especially, not only just
financial advice.
Yeah. And like you said, not only with the value of the tokens themselves, but when that trading volume starts to kick back in and you start getting them BUSD reflections.
Yeah.
Ooh. Win all across the board, man. It's an amazing thing that you put together, man. This is even do after this, man. Just I was kind of like, yeah, it's cool, some cool artwork, but like I was still one of them, like the market, man. But really getting down to breaking it down like this, man. Hey, this is a definite sell for me. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a definite sell for me, man. I'm getting in on this, man, because like. Just even talking about, I even just reassured myself that, hey, this is a potential like great investment.
Well,
you know
thank
what I mean?
you.
So yes, absolutely, man, and it's cool artwork too. So I'm all about it.
Thanks, man. When I continued to evolve this, I was constantly trying to challenge myself, and the way that I was doing that is I said, well, what's the problem with NFTs? Okay, that's the problem. All right, here's some ideas of what we could do to make that better. And I kept saying, how can I make that even better? How can I make that even better? How can I make that even more? I know I'm repeating what I'm saying here, but it was constantly challenging myself and just trying to push myself a little bit forward, a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more. And realistically, what I would love is that when this project launches, this becomes the reference point moving forward. When people say, where's the value with NFTs? People will say, you know what you should be doing? You should be doing like what they're doing over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over here. You should be this way, not that way.
Yeah.
That's a window.
Yeah.
You should be doing like what they're doing over here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Because and even now, you know, and I've noticed a lot in the space, people are already asking the question. Okay, well, I'm buying this NFT. What comes with it? You know what I'm saying? What is this NFT going to do for me? And I'm, yeah, right. Look, right,
Yeah.
right there. You know, it's right there in the writing, man. It's black and white. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're getting with this NFT. That I mean, it's amazing. I haven't seen the little bit of, you know, because I don't dig into a whole lot of NFTs. I just like to I like to buy what just really looks cool to me, and I don't really even dig into what it's all about. But man, that right there, it's
Right.
woo,
Right.
I'm riding this train.
What I'm noticing is that we're getting to a stage where the next step that everyone else is doing, I tried thinking 2 steps ahead or 3 steps ahead, not 1 step ahead. So the next step, sorry, the first step, very beginning, NFT, digital art, trading asset, right? Creating value. Oh, look, people can flip them. Okay.
Yeah.
That was step 1. Step 2, where we're entering into a phase now, so we'll just call it phase 2, is application to a specific project, to a specific market, right? You own this NFT, we're going to have community voting, and we're all about MMA. That's our thing. That's our gimmick. We're the MMA token, right? The MMA NFT. Or this is a thing that is entry to giveaways for a Lamborghini. This is a thing for our one game that we're building. This is built in for that game, right? You're seeing those kinds of things. What I'm looking to do is to say, hey, other projects already exist. How can we leverage the fact that they're already existing, what they provided, and we just use this as a way to communicate between those things, and then use it to communicate back in, which then strengthens all of them together. So you have more of a dramatic impact. Instead of trying to do one thing on your own, we bring projects together.
Absolutely. Man,
I've talked so much, everybody. Don't hate me.
But man, hey, this is great stuff, man, because like I say, you've been, dude, the way you break this down, I mean, I don't know how anybody could put it any simpler, man. This is great stuff, man, and you've made it very, very, even for somebody who's like, oh, this might be my first NFT. Like, you broke it down enough to where somebody would be like, okay, I understand this. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man.
Well, you know, Dragon Rider, why stop at one NFT when you buy it? You know, if you buy all 10,000, you know how much money you could help charities?
Yeah, but I ain't.
What's $500 times 10,000?
Oh shit, I ain't got my calculator.
You just got an extra 5 million laying around somewhere?
Yeah. Let me just whip that out real quick.
Making it rain in digital NFTs.
Yeah, that's in my change purse real quick. Let me go grab it.
The spare change. Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're like, I wrap my burgers in $5 million bills or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you're poor? You're poor? Oh, you're like wiping your tears with a $5 million tissue. I'm joking, obviously.
Yeah.
There's some people out there that they probably would do that. At some point, they'd just be like, you know what? F the haters. I'm in a bad mood. I'm feeling cocky. And just like, you know what? Turn the camera on. Watch this. Oh, it's like,
yeah.
On.
I ain't gonna lie. When I lived out in California, man, I met some people that were just like douchebags like that, man. It was, I mean, but
I live in Los Angeles.
They were cool with me. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen some of them just totally just try to embarrass somebody, man. And it's like, when you're on the receiving end of that, you just seeing their face is just
yeah. I've seen it happen before too.
Yeah.
I live in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And in Los Angeles, it's very superficial. You live here long enough, there just kind of comes a point in time where you're trying to portray a specific image, because what's the phrase? It's fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Right. So you see a lot of people do that kind of stuff, but then you see people that try to act because they have some degree of money that you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I lived in the Bay Area, so it was round about the same. So it might not have been as extreme as LA, man, because I've been down there to Disneyland and stuff like that. Was it Disneyland?
Down in Anaheim?
Yeah. And it was
So I gotta ask, man.
I didn't see much of a difference.
You said you lived in the Bay Area, like around San Francisco?
Yeah, right. Richmond.
Do you have to deal with a lot of poop smells or in your area? Because I know San Francisco is notorious for that. And I used to work for a company, and I went there, and if I recall, there was the one time that I visited, I walked by, and I was like, "Oh, there's poop on the sidewalk." Like that's kind of a common thing in San Francisco.
Yeah, in San Francisco, in the city. Well, I lived outside, so it was across the bridge of the bay. But you go in the city. I mean, literally, somebody just stops in the middle of the street or the sidewalk and just cops a squat and then lets it go. And it's like, ain't nobody gonna stop this. You know, like literally, you just see people walking around naked and stuff, and I'm just like, what? Ain't nobody stopping this? Like there's little kids walking on the other side of the street right now.
I just imagined something horrible, but it seems so funny at the same time. Do you remember the show Beyblade?
Yeah.
With the spinners, right?
Yeah.
So imagine like a naked dude, a homeless guy just walks right in front of you, leans down to squat to take a crap. He's just like, let it rip, and he just takes this massive dump while he's.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, and the people that's doing it, they are loud with it too. They're just like, oh, you know, like they bring attention to them, and then they just cop a squat.
They set up like a hat or something, looking for donations, like it's a show, like it's a talent, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want, young child? What kind of art do you want? Oh, you want a picture of a doggy? Well, I will make you a picture of a doggy. Hold on a second. Right, and they're like poop artists.
But no, where I lived, it's called the Iron Triangle, and it was,
take it with you. No,
it was
sorry.
it was bad with gang activity. So it was kind of rough.
Know how you get the gang members off the street?
How's that?
You get more people pooping on the street. No one thought of this. I just thought of this, right?
Just throw poop around everywhere. Everybody move out.
Right. No one wants to stay there.
Yeah.
Gang members coming out. They're like, oh, this is my... Oh, God. It's like, you know, I'll just handle my business in my apartment or move somewhere else or something. Like, geez, this homeless person's taking a dump again. You know? And then you take it to the next level. You want to... They're like, oh, look, the homeless levels are going down because they're scared of the gang members. You know what's not scared of gang members? Horses. So you bring horses in, and then they poop even bigger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's just horses roaming around all over the gang areas.
Yeah, and some of the areas.
I should be elected mayor for this. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, in some of the areas up here, you ought to see there's still Amish and stuff that live around and stuff, man. And them they don't have no bags behind them horses, man. It's just like all in the parking lots and stuff, and it's like,
can you imagine just one day, like the gang members stepping out of their house, and just out of nowhere, there's this mass influx of Amish people just roaming in their neighbor, like a bunch of them. You know, they think that there's a convention for Amish people. Like, how do you even get the memo out for that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they sent out letters. Jebediah and John, I don't know, like all the men are named Jebediah and John, and the other ones are named Mary and Susan or something.
Yeah.
Margaret. I don't know. You think they have like their own separate dictionary of names? And they have a baby. They have like the regular dictionary, which they burn. They're like, oh, that's bad, right?
Yeah.
There's words in there like internet and telephone and you know. And then the other one, it just it's just an Amish dictionary. It's like this. It's like a pamphlet.
Yeah.
In fact, it's literally a pamphlet. You know, when you go to the travel agencies and you're like, oh, look at all these pamphlets. You didn't notice, but they have an Amish dictionary pamphlet. It's just kind of snuck in there.
And half of it is just pictures.
Yeah. Pictures of barns and saddles and whatever else they can make out of just regular stuff. We should make a crypto called Amish coin or something.
Hey, I guarantee you. Hey, I guarantee you, somebody just heard you say that, and they're right now creating the Amish coin.
Imagine if they were watching this and they had all the code done, and they're just like, "I'm gonna listen to this. I'm looking for inspiration.
Yeah,
you know, I'm waiting for a word." And they're like, "I don't know. I haven't really felt comfortable with this." And all of a sudden, I'm like, "Someone should make a coin called Amish coin." They're just like, "That's the sign." Boom, Amish coin. 2 seconds later.
Oh, Henry said they do. There's an Amish coin out for real. Get the frick out of here, man. You know they just made a coin for that. You know that one guy who does the. Yeah, he's got a coin
for him too.
Yeah, he's got a coin right now.
He's the #1 TikTok guy. He just got hired on by Binance. You're telling me he's getting his own crypto on top of everything else. And what is he known for?
But I mean, it's weird, man. That's all it takes, man. All it takes is somebody to just sit back and be like,
"It's like this guy."
That's funny. Yeah. Forever.
Dude. I paid $500 for a steak to be cut in front of me with the dude that comes over and he's like, "I'm gonna sprinkle some salt." And when he does the salt, it's like, "Oh, he did the thing. He did the thing. We have the experience. Go tell everyone on Facebook. Get a video of this, Susan." You know, the Amish people, they're inside of the steakhouse.
Oh man. Well, hey, look, man. Hey,
I'm making you laugh so much you're phasing out of reality. Like,
yeah,
image of you is literally going into the outer space there.
Hey, my camera don't know how to keep up. But hey, man, I gotta cut this, man, because I can't keep going. But look, man, hey, this has been awesome. I mean, I really enjoyed just a laugh, man. It just
oh, I can't tell. I thought you hated
my soul. Yeah, man, it helps my soul, man. My soul is just like like relief of stress. But yeah, man. Hey, look, Eco Warriors.
Might want to change your pants after this, then. Sorry. Eco Warriors. What about Eco Warriors?
Yeah, hey, Eco Warriors. Look, hey, check it out. I've already posted the link in the comments. Check them out. Go hit up their socials and stuff. If you got any questions, hit them up, man. This is an awesome project with awesome rewards and awesome surprises with the giveaways and stuff, man. Just really do your own research. Yeah, he done broke down every single thing on the website, but still going out on the website, look at it, just really look at what you're investing into, and just check it out, man. Because like I say, not only are you getting all that, you're getting all these reflections and rewards and stuff, but you're also helping out some good charities that need the help. So you know what I'm saying, give it a check, man. Hey, Atlas, man, I really appreciate you being on here, man. Hey, this has been a blast, man. We're gonna have to do this again.
But wait, there's more.
Let's go.
Not at the moment, though. But we are actually working on adding additional partners, adding additional utilities and things. So we'll keep people up to date on this on the website, on the Twitter account, and also in the Discord. So I am looking to do expansions, and I'm looking forward to the project. And thank you so much, Dragon Rider, for having me come on, be able to share this with your community. And thank you to the community for asking the questions. If you guys got more, come ask them. I'm an open book.
Absolutely.
Just not an Amish book.
Because it's very small. Well, look, man, hey, we're going to cut out of here, man. Hey, really thank everybody for showing up and showing some support for Eco Warriors and Atlas, man. This has been awesome. If you can, hit that like and subscribe button so everybody can get a chance with the algorithms and all that magic doodah stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, this is awesome stuff, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you being on here. And we will see y'all next time.